Hi everyone, so good morning. It is around 12 o'clock right now. So I went up this morning. I had my appointment at the hospital. I had the procedure done, and the staff were absolutely phenomenal. I can't thank them enough. They were absolutely amazing. I was really scared about going in, and they were absolutely fabulous. It was slightly painful at times, but not too severe. And yeah, so I've had the procedure done. They've not gave me a definitive diagnosis, which they may have been able to do today, just because they couldn't get clear enough images of certain parts. So they've took 16 biopsies. And they should be back within 4 weeks. I've been told if I don't hear anything back in 4 weeks, to ring my doctor up and check on them, but I should hear back by then. And the good thing is we have an app that we can go on to. And when I was at my old GP surgery, they had a similar app, and most doctors here in the UK do have an app that you can use. Depends just which surgery you're in by which one, but most of them have the ability for the doctors to upload things like letters and that come in. So what will happen is the GP surgery will upload the letter, so most likely I won't even have to contact them out about when the letter comes in. I'll be able to see it on the app, which is great. My old GP surgery wouldn't upload a thing on the app. Just makes it easy also accessing it if you've got to say to someone, oh look, this is what the previous letter said, and stuff like that. If you're going in between services. So yeah, but they do have a sort of idea what's going on. They did see some things, which we knew they were going to see some things. This procedure was to clarify, so they had 2 possible diagnoses. And this was just to sort of determine which pathway it goes down in, which way it is. So yeah, I've just got to wait for the biopsies to get it 100% guaranteed what it is and that. But so at least we're clearer to know what's going on with things like that. So quite relieved, and it's over. I'm actually feeling pretty okay. Thought I might have been out of it a bit longer. I came home, we grabbed some breakfast on the way home, and then I got in and fell asleep. To be fair, I could barely walk in a straight line, so I did need to have that kip. Apparently, I must have, my dad was saying, I checked the order, because I ordered the food for us on the phone, they brought it out to us. I said, my dad was like, you read that order out to me 6 times to check whether it was right. And I was like, because my head was all fuzzy, I couldn't 100% remember what it said. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna open my advent calendars. So first one. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Look at the pink. Right, so this is the wildlife one now. So I am going to go flamingo this time. I'm going to go flamingo with that one. And oh, love hearts. Love hearts. And then let's see what the Mandy at Mouse's Makes one is. It's a yellow. It's a lot more highlighty yellow, which I love. And them two are defo going to be perfect together. Oh my gosh, love them. So I'm going to get working on my corner to corner Battenberg blanket. Tonight I might do a bit of wrapping, because I just need to start getting presents wrapped, and I need to contact my mum this evening and we need to decide what we're getting my eldest niece and get that sorted, get that ordered, because I don't want to leave it too late in case it gets here late. I mean, we probably won't see them bang on Christmas Day, probably see them a day or two after. But I don't know, things are all up in the air. There's a lot of family stuff going on at the moment. We've had a bit of a family emergency yesterday. So yeah, it's just sort of, we'll have to see how things go and just take it day by day. So I'm going to get crafting.
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when there's love there's always a way. And oh, this time of year we come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day. This year I'll think about how I'm so lucky to have a place that I can come home to. Yes, I am on my way. We'll put our differences aside and just enjoy this moment of peace and love and happiness. We come together to celebrate. Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim that Christmas is a magic day.
Hi everyone, so it's been a bit of a productive day, but not in the crafting sense. So, and I'm also just not in a productive at times at all. I've had 3 naps today, which is why it's past midnight and I'm still not feeling tired at all. But yeah, that's just one of the things. But when you you get given the type of medication I was, for the thing, it does just make you feel tired. And if a medication says it's going to make you slightly drowsy, it always makes me feel shattered. That is probably the symptom that I suffer worst with a lot of medications. So anyway, yeah, so I've had 3 naps today, and when I've not been napping, I've actually been quite productive. I've done most of the wrapping now. The only thing I've got left to wrap is 2 of my dad's presents, which I'll do in a couple of days. My niece's mermaid towels, just because I want to film. I'm not sure whether I did a craft catch up talking about finishing them. I'm not sure whether I actually showed them off finished, so I'm gonna check that if I've not, film a little clip to add on to a craft catch up after Vlogmas. And then my younger niece's gift, we've got that, but I've not got my older niece's gift yet, so I thought I've got to get it out to wrap it in here one when we get it. So yeah, I thought let's just leave it, because wrap them together, it's easier that way. And yeah, so that's where we're at with all the wrapping, but everything else is done. Most of my dad's stuff's done. There's a few things for my sister he's not given to me, so yeah, this is why I wasn't worried about going upstairs, just like making noise upstairs when my dad's trying to sleep, to get his presents, because I knew I'm gonna have to do more wrapping anyway. So yeah, crafting wise, I've not got that much done, so I say that not that much. I've got 3 squares done, so I have how do I like this a bit easier? So I've got that white one there, I've got the yellow, red and blue one done, and then I've got another white one. So what I need to do is I need to put a white one on top of this lilac, and then the blue one, and then that's all of day 7 done. I'm actually going to work on that tomorrow before I go back to knitting and trying to catch up with the knitting, just because I like having the days done, so I like putting in the days right next to each other, and that just makes it easier when counting, because you're counting in twos. But yeah, that is what we've got with the blanket so far. I'm thinking about maybe making it at least an extra row longer on the sides. I'm gonna have a little look, because I know if I make it an extra row longer on each of the edges, then I'd have to have 10 balls of yarn. I know I've at least got 6, and that's not including the advents, and there's quite a few advents there. And then if I'm gonna do add another row onto like the top and bottom as well, that would then take it up to, I'd need 22, I believe, coloured yarns, because I've got the white as well. So it'd be like an extra 44 squares in total, but because it's because half of them are going to be white, yeah, so I need to go. I'm going to count the yarns that I've got tomorrow and see if I would be able to add that in, and then what I'll do is I'll do it round as a border, just to sort of border the advent yarns really, and 6 of them have got glitter in, so that'll be nice, I think, bordering it, and then I can start using some of them in I can start, you know, trying to figure out with the knitting, the triangular one, how many across I'm gonna do it, and stuff like that, because the way you've got to do it, because it's hexagons, it's not as easy as making it squares. You've got to sort of be doing half hexagons at points and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where we're up to with that. I was hoping to try and get a bit more of the crocheting done, but I don't know whether I mentioned earlier on today, when I was going for the procedure, you weren't allowed to drink water for a couple of hours beforehand. I think it was 2 hours before, and obviously my appointment was at 7:45 in the morning, so you know, it was really early in the morning. If it had been in the afternoon and they'd been saying, oh, you can drink up to 2 hours before, then I'd been drinking quite a bit throughout the day, but because I'd been sleeping most of the time prior to the appointment, I wasn't drinking a lot during that time. So yeah, basically sometimes if you've not had a lot of fluids recently, like drinking water or juice, or even just any type of drink, if you've not drunk a lot prior to when they've got to put in like an IV or do a blood test or anything like that, it can be hard for them to find a vein. Now, I've never normally had an issue with people finding my veins when I've gone for like go for phlebotomy, like getting bloods drawn, and I've had to get them taken quite a lot. Most of the time, sometimes they'll look and they'll go, yeah, that one's a bit faint on that side, but they'll go to the other side and then be like, oh, that one's a lot better, we'll do it there. Never, like, you know, they've always been able to get one. They may just have to go to the other arm. But today they put one in my arm here and that blew. So they were like, right, okay, we can't do that one. And then they're feeling my other arm and they're like, that's not too great there at the moment. So they went, right, we'll try your hand, my right hand. And I don't know whether you'll be able to see, but it's all bruised. And I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see there, but it's actually raised where that blew when they were doing that. Eventually they did get it in my arm there, so that they could give me the pain relief and the sedation and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a bit of a fiasco, but you know, it's nothing they can do. You know, they're hard to get, these veins, because I've not drunk much. A bit of karma for me, always laughing at my dad, because when he goes to a blood test, he normally have to get about 5 members of staff in there to try and find his veins. So my dad thought it was a lot of karma for me. But yeah, so where that is on my hand, it's been quite painful. At times it's been a bit sore moving my hand like that. So I've had to, you know, keep taking breaks with the crochet and stuff, because I'm right-handed and it's in my right hand. So yeah, but that's it. I also, my dad's my dad, I don't remember, I can remember bits about the procedure, but it seemed to happen like quite quickly. But like my dad was talking to me earlier on and he was like, can you remember much? I was like, oh, bits. I can remember, you know, not feeling the biopsies being taken and stuff like that, but like seeing it on the camera, them taking the biopsies and that. And he was like, do you remember when the doctor asked if you were doing okay? And I was like, well, he asked me quite a lot. And he went, my dad was like, no, the one time when he asked, are you okay? And you went, no, I'm really not. He went, what's up? And I went, I'm hungry and thirsty. I was like, no, I don't remember that. I remember you know, bits of it. No, don't remember that bit. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, just made to be like that. Anyway, I'm gonna get going because I am just rambling. I'm gonna head up to bed, take little man out to the toilet. The fence is fixed so we can get back out in the front garden again without the great escape, can't we, little man? He's looking at me like, what, me? Butter wouldn't melt? Anyway, hope you're all having a wonderful day and taking care. How much wrapping have you managed to get done recently? Or, you know, you sort of leaving it quite late. I know with me, it's trying to find time where, you know, I know I'm not going to be disturbed by my dad because I don't want him to see what he's got. But anyway, I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye.